We're at Larkhall this afternoon, and we've got two for the price of one to talk about the game. Unfortunately, we've come away with a 1-0 defeat. We'd won 2-1 at home against them. I think Larkhall have had a couple of good results recently. They've beaten Taunton, they've beaten Slimbridge away, so we knew they were going to be quite confident. We went for a 3-5-2 formation today.
Yeah, we thought it worked well the last time we've done it, so we've kept with that. We've been working all week on that shape and looking to switch balls really quickly, and we think it benefits us when we play that shape. So, off a great result last week in the way we've done it, especially first half, we felt to stick with that and see how we went, really.
Yep. And as I say, Larkhall were confident side with those two wins, and the thing you don't want to do is to give them an opportunity early on, and we were a bit sloppy starting last week. I thought we were a little bit sloppy starting this week, and then we gave the goal away on, I think it was on 6 minutes. They had a corner on the left, the ball came over, and it looked to me as if Gerard got a touch and pushed it in.
Yeah, like you said at the beginning, it was first few minutes it was tricky out there because the pitch is difficult. It's not blaming the pitch, it was difficult, so our boys had to get used to that, and it was bobbling around. But they did start to adapt to it. Like you're saying, unfortunately, they got their goal from a corner. It was a little bit disappointing. I think the ball had gone past Gerard and he tried to reach up, and obviously it's just gone in. Yeah. Unfortunately, he could have. I might probably thought he could have done a little bit better, but he'll learn from that.
Yep. So we were one down after 6 minutes. Larkhall were really in our faces in the first half. They were very fast. They were very physical, and it was quite hard to get on the ball and get our game going. I thought they sort of bullied us out of it a bit.
No, I think they deserved the lead overall in the first half. Yeah, I thought they were in our face, like you say, and then with that decision making and trying to play our game is always going to be hard, so you've got to win the battles. And certainly they were by far, on that side of things, much better than us first half. We started to adjust to it, like Shane says, and we got better. But with the way they come out in the starting blocks, we're unfortunately 1-0 down, and it was quite just deserved. And then we obviously went to chat at half time, and I think things changed.
Yep. I'll come to the second half in a minute. Yeah. Towards the end of the first half, we seemed to be getting back into it more. Matty Neal was at the heart of most of our good stuff, I thought.
Yeah, well, I think personally, in the first sort of 15 minutes, they had a right go at us. They were in your faces. There was a lot of high pressure, which you can hear that from their bench. I think they started to get a little bit tired, and they started to get deeper, which obviously allowed Matty Neal to find space in there. And when he does find space like that, he's very effective, and that's why he's in there. Yeah. And that's what he can do.
Yep. So we had a front two of Toby and Jack, and Matty was playing just behind them. So we were coming back into it, and so it was 1-0 at half time. I don't know quite what you guys said at half time, but in the second half we came out, we matched them physically, and then we started to dominate the game. So what did you say at half time?
No, it's a lot of positives as usual. Matt was saying about the things to do and go out there, and now we've got to match them and press them. From our points of view, I was just saying I wouldn't give Matty Neal more on the ball, because I thought he was explosive. He was great when he's getting on the ball players. And we were saying about switching the ball, getting the ball out wide again, getting some 1v1s, and just generally, put the emphasis on them, to get us to attack, make them defend, and start to make some opportunities. Yeah. And we come out and we were doing really well together. So it started quite well.
Yep. In the second half, we had by far the more attempts on goal. Unfortunately, we didn't seem to have quite the right shooting boots. A lot were going a bit high and wide and not very handsome.
Yeah, again, you have to look at obviously the pitch as well. There's a couple of times you see a player there, he's got an opportunity to shoot, you can see the bobble, and it did a couple of times, and that's where they hit it wide. Yeah. But again, the pitch is the same for both teams, so there's no excuses really.
Yeah. We also had the bobbly balls going along at the back, and that caused us a few problems as well.
Yeah, I thought Billy was fantastic. I think all the back three, once we got to grips with it, were really good, and Clintons started to organise themselves, got ourselves sorted out, and we were really good. And I thought Billy was fantastic again today. But going back on what was said earlier with Shane and what he was just saying, I think all season we've had created chances, but we've not been clinical in front of goal. And if we, it can't be just always Toby or one or two. Really, we need to keep working on getting the shooting boots on and really being a bit more aggressive in front of goal. Yeah, help us out as a team collectively. That will.
Yeah. You couldn't fault the effort of the lads today. I thought they ran and ran and ran. We were a bit short on the bench. These two guys were both on there.
I wouldn't say short. I wouldn't say short. But no, like you say, the work rate effort, desire for the second half was exceptional.
terrific,
and
yes.
it was, and they battled, they worked hard, they carried on playing the way we wanted them to play.
Yeah.
We created opportunities.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's the team that takes their opportunities that go and win the game, and unfortunately they got their one, and that was enough to win the game.
And we didn't, yeah.
We didn't take ours.
And it looked as if it was really hot out there as well.
Yeah, like I say, the conditions, again, the pitch, whatever it is, it's the same for both teams.
Yeah.
And today they adapted to it better than what we did.
Yeah, and they had that one goal that went in early on that was a bit of a mistake, really. So 1-0, you know.
Was it hot when you went for a warm up?
No, I thought it was fine.
No, I thought it was fine too. I just thought to see if we went for a warm up. But yeah.
So we couldn't fault the effort of the lads today, but we've come away with a 1-0 defeat. Next Saturday we're away at Didcot. The Saturday after that we're at home against Yates. So hope to see you at the Yate game. But thanks ever so much, guys.
Thank you very much.